What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit a million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Hi, it's me, Anya, and welcome back to Cozy Room Podcast.
Hey guys, it's Artie. Welcome back to Cozy Room.
Womb, girl.
Woo, girl.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cozy Room Podcast. This is a parenting podcast that tells the truth about parenting. It could be rare, bold, and upfront, but it's going to be honest. Happy Monday. I will be podcasting and giving you a new episode each Monday of the month. And y'all see the topic. We're talking about family and what is family to you. I am Mama Shan and the mic is on. This is episode 1. Welcome back. All right, it's Table Topic Questions. TableTopics.com is a website and a brand that has a lot of great questions depending on what the conversation is. The stack of cards that I have with questions is called Do-It-Yourself Therapy. So the first question says, what percentage of things you say are BS? If I'm making noises and just frustrated with adulting throughout the day, probably like 5%. But for the most part, I really tell people honestly what I think that's on the top of my brain out loud. Things that people would keep to themselves. Second question, if you had multiple personalities, what would they be? I do have multiple personalities. I have a personality where I want nothing but knowledge all the time. Knowledge. And then I have a personality where I just want to play the most violent music, loud as I don't know what. And I have a personality where I don't want to be around people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to tell people what's wrong. I want to be in the mood that I'm in. So if I'm sad, I want to surround myself with all of the sad music, all of the sad things. I want to think about all of the things that make me cry in that moment so I could get it out my system. If I'm happy, I want to be around happy people. I want to talk to happy people. I want to watch comedy shows. I want to watch skits that makes me happy. I want to be around babies laughing because I think that's so funny. But yeah, I immerse myself in my mood. Hey guys, I hope that you're enjoying the show. This is Cozy Room Podcast, and I just want to let you know that there is show merch. Where? Cozy Room Shop with Teespring. And don't forget to check out the podcast books on lulu.com. Now back to the show. Thank you for tuning in to this one-woman show, one-woman podcast. My name is Shan, and I am the mom of the girls. And if you would like to know more about me and these podcasts, check out shanbpodden.com and my TikTok. Family is supposed to make you feel good. Family is supposed to remind you that you will be fine, provide options, and encourage positivity. In my opinion, through my life experiences, family is what you make it. Connections and bonds you make with people you can trust. My best family throughout life has been unrelated. People who don't correct ill intent in their core cannot have healthy relationships with people. And I believe that. A lot of people I'm related to in my lifetime need deep therapy, like therapy that's overdue. Like they need a past due bill in the mail for the therapy they need. Instead, they chose to choose drama, miserableness, gossip, point fingers, not be accountable. And that's not the type of family I want my kids brought up into. So I keep my distance a lot from people that I'm related to. I don't believe in throwing stones at glass houses when you haven't done any of your work and you just think, your life is great and no one needs to talk about the things that I need to correct. I can't do that. Even with friendships, I can't sit here and key laugh when I know you have work to do that you're not doing. I meet people, I get to know them, I develop bonds, I see their character, and they get to meet my kids, and boom, family bonds. We have to start seeing people for who they are, no matter if it's extended family, step family, grandparents, single parents, or co-parents. Family is supposed to support and encourage, care for you, be honest, communicate with respect, problem solve with you. In turn, you should show up for them in the same way. If that's not what you're doing, then we don't need to do anything. And just that's how I deal with people, right? And I believe good family, healthy family is supposed to gas you up when they see that you're investing in yourself. If they see that you're investing in the knowledge that you have, they're supposed to support you and tell you that they're proud of you. If they see that you're taking yourself to therapy, you're taking care of your skin, you're eating differently because your health wasn't doing that great, they're supposed to support you, not invite you to an all-you-can-eat buffet with all the foods to clog your arteries. It doesn't make any sense. Not, send food to your house with someone and expect you to eat it, and you know that you can't eat that, and they know that you can't eat that. That's not support. That's someone trying to discourage you from trying, okay? Family is supposed to support you when they see that you're investing in your spiritual connection with your creator or whatever your faith is. They're not supposed to tell you, I think that's stupid. I think that's dumb. Why that doesn't make any sense. A lot of people have all the opinions in the world and never picked up a book. And my thing is that I would rather pick up a book with facts than listen to someone who does not educate themselves on a regular basis with opinion. And family is also supposed to support you when they see that you are tired of being in the relationship that you've been in that hasn't been working, has been very unhealthy, and support you in that. Not be messy and listen to you vent, then turn around to the next person that you're venting about and tell them what you said and watch the show with popcorn in their hand. And that's what's going on. So when you're around good people that you confide in and you tell them what's going on, they're supposed to support you and build a bridge to you getting better. Not, stir in all the spices to make it messy. And honestly, the way that you receive help, love, and support versus how someone else receives it will be different. So instead of you waste your time and your effort, just ask someone, how can I help? Do not assume how you can help somebody from the outside. Ask them, how can I help? How can I show up for you? What do you need? What time do you need it? When do I need to come? Come here if you need this. This is also a resource that you can use. There's an old car at my house. I'm not using it. Just put some insurance on it and you can use it. Like, that's genuine. A lot of people say they listen to you vent, they listen to your challenges, and they sit on the phone and be like, well, girl, just call me if you need something. That empty, girl, just call me if you need something is empty. Because honestly, when you do call someone in the middle of their life and their issues and their adulting and you say you need help, they watch the phone ring, they don't show up, or they get irritated at the fact that you're calling them when you're calling them. And some of our worst trauma comes from fake family. I know mine do. Is probably why I find love in the wrong places in the past. Now I'm just, loving on myself. Because it's just exhausting to really put your all into people who are related to you that's supposed to be family, and it's completely unhealthy. When disagreements occur, do not talk to family you can't get back with disrespect. You have to learn how to, especially today, because I don't know a lot of people who have both of their parents and their grandparents still around. Okay? Learn to cherish your parents and your grandparents. They didn't have the resources that we have. So spend more time with them. Spend time with a different generation to strengthen the bond. Ask them questions. Ask them, who were your parents? How did they raise you? What did you learn from them? What didn't they do? How didn't they show up? So you can either figure out, okay, well, that's why, my dad always did this. And that's why my mom did this. Because if you don't understand who raised you, you're not going to understand who you are. And you have to spend time with people who raised you in a different time to get an idea of what they think about where you are now. We have to stop assuming who people are and see them without the titles. Does that person act like your sister? That's your sister. Does that person act like your brother? That's your brother. Does that person act like your aunt? That's your aunt. Does that person act in a motherly way? Does this person act as a father? Do they show up as a father? If that's, my aunt or that's my uncle, do they display an action that makes me feel that connection? If someone saw us in public or heard our conversation, would they feel like we are related, that there is a love, a kinship there? In family, people earn titles with me. People, tend to be phony to be messy. And I always say this to people: the fact that you are my mom's sister or you are my mom's brother isn't by my choice, that's by default. So you understand that I didn't choose you to be who you are to me, which means I cannot accept you talking to me or treating me a certain way. And I think families are beautiful. And when family is healthy, good, and loving, sometimes I feel odd being in a room where family is functioning in a healthy way, because I didn't grow up in that. I grew up in being related to different people, going to different homes, seeing them, and not connecting with how they treat their kids, not connecting with how they run their household, not connecting with why do they talk like this, why do they address people like this, and nobody sits at the table to eat. Nobody feels like this needs to be cleaned up. Nobody feels like, this needs to be addressed. And all this brushing under the rug of just trauma and neglect. And when I see people who claim to have issues and they have both of their parents, and their parents are married for years, and their parents have a house that they could go back to if life gets too hard, and they have grandparents and their grandparents have a house, and their grandparents can maneuver in life by themselves without issue, that's all I needed to see. Like, anything else more will be like cherry on top, because that is rare to me. But it's up to me to set a certain tone with my kids to where if someone doesn't treat you in a healthy way, if someone doesn't make you feel welcome or like family, you have no obligation to be there. And that's why it's so important to be there for those who are good for you, and recognize when you've grown out of people who won't grow. Because some people that you grew up with will not grow, and they just in this constant rotation of not getting better. But that's a comfort thing, because getting out of what you're used to is uncomfortable. And it's called taking a risk and investing in yourself. So what I'm trying to ask you is, what is family to you? And what example do you want to set with your kids to show them what family should be? Thank you for listening to the podcast. New reviews are appreciated on Apple, Spotify, or Google. I will check you next Monday. Don't forget that you only have a small time frame with your kids before they become adults to exercise what you did or you didn't do. Bye.
Bye.